What's up, everybody? I'm back. I'm really gonna be consistent. I'm really working on being consistent with these videos. Um, if I'm being honest, I actually don't know 100% quite yet what direction I'm gonna go with this page. I'm just gonna vlog for the time being. Vlog for the time being what I'm doing for my day as I have a fitness goal of dropping. I need to drop like another 36 pounds. Um, 36 pounds before my 40th birthday. Uh, my 40th birthday is in August. I want to do 2 photo shoots. Well, I'm going to do 2 photo shoots, not want to. I'm going to do 2 photo shoots. One showing off my body, preferably on a beach somewhere. And then the other photo shoot that I'm going to be doing will be more of a grown and sexy, grown man type of situation, 4 or 5 outfit change, maybe a little sexy with that. But just going into 40, I just want to, welcome it with this photo shoot. But anyway, so I don't know 100% yet what the meat and potatoes of this content that I'm going to be putting on social media is going to be yet. However, I am going to put out content. I'm going to get consistent with putting out content. Today is Saturday, February the 1st. Yesterday, I picked up my retirement ID card for the United States Army. So as of today, I'm officially on the retirement list, officially done with the United States Army after 20 years. It feels good to be closing that chapter. It feels good to have stuck with something for 20 years. It feels good to know that I have the ability to stick with something. Another thing, because I know my other video hit on, me being done with the military also. This page is not going to be about military stuff per se either, unless it has something to do with me. Hence, today is my first day as a official civilian back into civilian land. And I know it may sound crazy, but in the military, we call people who don't serve or are not serving in the military civilian. Everybody's civilian, but for the military jargon side of things, we call people, again, civilians who are not serving their country. But yeah, so I'm done, and I just feel like I just ranted on that so much. But I am done with the military. As I've had time to sit back and think on how life was when I joined the military at 19 and how life is now, I've had a big level of mixed emotions. I was 19 years old whenever I joined the military. A lot of people that I know and I've loved were alive. I had friendships and friendships with certain people that I thought would be forever. From 1920, just people that I had met in those earlier years of my life, or people who had been in my life in those earlier years. I just thought that we would be further along, and I don't even talk to some. And again, none of this matters to me so much now. I'm just reminiscing, but I don't even talk to people. And even I've met people along my paths, in the military. That some of them I'll keep in touch with for the rest of my life. Others, I'll honestly probably never talk to again, and that is also fine. But yeah, being 39 and seeing how life goes by like that, it feels like just yesterday I was 19 years old. Just yesterday I was 19. Just yesterday I was trying to figure out who I wanted to be in life. Just yesterday, it feels like just like that, and here I am, 39, retired from the military. I think back also whenever I was, and now, had you asked me was I joining the military about 2 weeks prior to me joining, I would have told you no. My initial plans in life were, I was going to go to Clayton State University to become a nurse. I wanted to be a nurse. I wanted to get my bachelor's of science in nursing. I wanted to be a nurse. And I got fired from Walmart. But I ended up getting a second job at this clothing store called Goodies. I think they have probably shut down at this point in most places. But I got a job at Goodies, but I was starting to struggle. And I had a homegirl at the time who we met at Walmart. And she was like, oh, you should join the Navy. I mean, no, you should join the Air Force. I was in the Navy. I got put out for smoking weed, but you should join the Air Force. So she and I went to the Air Force recruiter. My 19-year-old logic got me kicked out of their DEP program because I actually initially signed up with the Air Force, took the ASVAB with the Air Force, and I just refused to call. Now, back in the day, now, of course, we have unlimited minutes and things like that on phones now. But back in the day, you had to pay for minutes. And I told that Air Force recruiter, skinny, tall, brown-skinned dude, I said, I'm not calling you till after 9 o'clock or on the weekends because that's when my minutes are free and y'all are not paying me. I did it for like, I think a month or two. Anyway, when I finally went into that office, they took me out of their little DEP program. And the Army recruiter just kept trying to talk to me. And I said, I'll never join the Army. I cussed him out and everything. And then one day, the station commander, which is the person in charge of everybody in the station, he said, well, if you come in and you talk to my recruiter and you get him and you hear what he got to say, and if you don't like it, I'll tell him to leave you alone. I said, yeah, because I'm sick of his ass. So I go in there. He told me everything I wanted to hear, even if it wasn't the truth. He told me everything I wanted to hear. And I was shipped off to basic in like 2 weeks, about 2.5 weeks. One thing that was significant for me in this earlier phase of the military, the beginning of my military career, I was in Atlanta and I was gonna take my vehicle that I had purchased, a 2004 Pontiac Sunfire. I was gonna take that vehicle down to my parents' house for them to keep until I got done with basic training and AIT, which is Advanced Individual Training, which is a school that you would go to learn your job in the military. Anyway, when I got rid of all of that and get to my duty station, I'll get my vehicle and take my vehicle with me. But anyway, I get there to drop off my vehicle, and I remember my dad telling me, you finna go do what? I said, and I wasn't so, I used to get in trouble for my mouth growing up, but I wasn't so vocal. I was learning to be vocal. I learned to speak up for myself at that point in time in life, but not as vocal as I am now. So I still, even though I was 19 and had moved out, I still came back to my father as a little boy, where, I was more timid in letting him know that I want to go into the military. And I was gonna join the military. And he was like, well, you don't need to go into no military. You ain't man enough for nothing like that. You ain't built for nothing like that. And I was like, well, I want to do it. Well, you're gonna get kicked out of basic training anyway, so I don't know why you're even wasting your time. And while at that point in time, while that was so rude and hurtful for my father to say to me, being older, being done with it, experiencing life, I'm so grateful that my father told me that stuff. In the sense of, and of course, some people can put it into the bracket of it being toxic or, horrible parenting or whatever the case may be. But I understand that my parents raised me the best way that they knew how. Their job was to get me from birth to 18, and then if there's anything that was fucked up in my life that they did, it was up to me from 18 on to unfuck it. There's no manual on how to raise your kids. Every parent raised their child the best way they know how, and they did the best they could. But anyway, so my father told me all that, but the blessing in it was, as you go through basic training, and mind you, you are a young kid coming off the street, And if you've never been exposed to doing certain things and certain tasks and things like that they do in basic training, you can want to give up. You can want to give up, and you can want to be discouraged. But because I had a drive in me to prove my father wrong, I had this drive in me to prove him wrong. That's what made me not give up. And so had my father not said those things to me, maybe I could have found some other avenue to find motivation and courage. But again, I was able to use that. That was fresh on the brain. So I was able to use that information that he told me to push me through. And my father's no longer here. He transitioned in 2020. And it does feel good to complete something that my father did not think that I could complete. And then also understanding, and which is why I'm glad that I have this mindset to not hate people. Just, as Maya Angelou would say, I learned to find the rainbow in the cloud. And in me finding the rainbow in the cloud, I was able to just find peace, even how the things that my father said to me really early on, 19 years old, trying to do something that embark on something that was just completely different. But after my father transitioned, talking to one of his brothers, I actually found out that my dad actually wanted to join the military. He wanted to go into the Army, and his parents discouraged him from going. Not that it made it okay, but I understood where his dream was crushed. And so all he knew was to try to crush my dreams. And I'm grateful that I was able to just think for myself. And just do for myself mentally. And then, in closing, I'm glad that everything that I've been through in life, because it made me the man I am today. And I'm really proud of the person that I show up in society and be. But yeah, so join the military. I've met some amazing people in my life. I've met some people. I've met a lot of people. And the people that I met was either a blessing or a lesson. And I am grateful for both. I'm grateful for those people that I worked with. They were like hard assignments. They made it a hard assignment. I'm grateful for those people that I've met along the way, and they've become like brothers and sisters to me. I'm grateful for the ones that I've met along the way, more so in the latter years of my career, where they look up to me. They look at me as a big brother, uncle, or whatever. I'm grateful that I was able to motivate people to do things differently or look at life different. I was speaking to someone last night who was out here in Colorado, and it just made me feel good to just see that in spite of it all, I'm able to just still encourage and still inspire people. And nothing against everybody, but I'm glad that I can inspire somebody that looks like me. We become in life so that others can become. And that's why it is important for us to make goals and reach our goals, because you never know who's looking up to you. You never know who is watching your every move to be inspired. And of course it's their life, but you giving up can cause them to give up, and I know that I say that we're all connected. We're all unalike. We're all more alike than unalike, and we're all connected. And if I know that I can do things like, be successful or show up into society the way that I do, and I can inspire people, why not do it? Why not think outside of yourself and think about other people? But anyway, I'm glad that I've done it. Now that I'm done, I'm glad that I've done it. Not saying that, had I not joined the military, I wouldn't be successful. I do feel that I would be successful in whatever I do. Of course, dealing with my level of procrastination and laziness and things, which everybody has. We all have a level of procrastination or laziness or whatever. I just know that I've always had that drive to be successful, and that was coming from, my mom's mom. Between her and my dad's mom, I think Those were some of the two hardest working women that I know in my life. But we're not gonna go down that rabbit hole right now. But yeah, I think that I would have been successful just doing other things, but I'm grateful and I'm glad now that I'm glad that I chose the path of the military. I've been able to just experience other cultures. Most people don't move out of a 50-mile radius of where they were born. I tell people that all the time. Most people don't move out of that 50-mile radius of where they were born. And when people don't move out of that radius of where they were born, a lot of family traditions and things like that are just passed down, where it may be a slight deviation because, okay, well, mama may have made macaroni with egg and I want to put something else or whatever. It may deviate a little, but the core of a lot of stuff from generation to generation to generation to generation is passed down. And it takes a person moving away, getting away, to sometimes be able to bring new traditions, maybe new goals, new things into the generation. And I look at myself as one of those people, where I did not stay around my family. I've ventured out and I've done things, and I can go back and give them a little knowledge on certain things. Of course, that's a pro of it, but I think a con is if you have a person who has served in the military, and if they've done an extensive amount of time in the military, there's a level of them feeling ostracized because we are away. We're not back home celebrating the birthdays, celebrating the holidays as much. We're not home with family members like you all are. So you got your family of origin and you got your family of choice. So we've made a family of choice. So sometimes when we go back to that family of origin, there's a level of feeling ostracized that we have because life keeps going on. And rightfully so, I would expect if family members are back home together, they're gonna have a level of closeness more than me because y'all are around each other. But, and I think that's why, even though I'm retired, I just have this level of peace staying out here in Colorado as opposed to going back to Georgia to be around family, because this is my normal. This is my norm. And for 20 years, I've been doing this. 20 years. Over half my life. Wow. Over half my life, I've been doing this. And this is all I know. It's, just go see family when I want to see them, and come back to my little bubble and my little space and live my life. And another thing that I tell people, you really don't know that. You really don't know those family members anymore. Like I said, I tell my family that they don't know me. They may have love for me, or they may love me for the person that they perceive me to be, but they don't know me. We haven't been around each other to know each other like that. I don't know my mom. I love her for who she is. I love my sister. I love my brother, but I don't know them. I'm not around them 24/7. So if somebody was to come up to me and tell me, "Oh, your sister is a thief." Now, I can sit back and think, okay, from what I know of her, I wouldn't expect her to be a thief, but I'm not around her 24/7. She could be a thief. My brother could be a compulsive liar. My mom could be, a gambler or whatever. I just don't know people like that. I haven't been around them to really say I know somebody. Just like they can't say that about me. They don't know me. They know of me. They know, they know the parts of my life that I've allowed them to see. But I don't tell my family everything. They don't know everything about me. I don't know everything about them. But anyway, I just know that I need to put out a video, and I just feel like I did this long 19, 20-minute rant. But today starts the new chapter of my life officially. I was on transition leave, so I was still getting paid. So today starts the new chapter of my life as I embark upon the Life as Trey. Again, I'm just going to be putting vlogs out for right now, just talking, or may even be doing DIY projects or just things, and want to just pick up the phone and record it. Bear with me, please. Tell your friends, families, tell people about me, just so I can get my followers up. My goal right now is to get to 1,000 subscribers. I really want to get to 1,000 subscribers. I can do that. I feel that we're moving in the right direction. Thank y'all for tuning in. If there's a certain topic that you all want me to talk about, you know, while I'm figuring out what true direction I'm going to go with this page, let me know. If there's things that y'all think that I would be a good fit for, also let me know. I'm open to all ideas. I will put I'm gonna put my email address under, like maybe on my page or something, so that if you do want to, or leave a comment if you do have any type of ideas of what you think that would be a good fit for me, or a good direction to go in. I'll take all ideas. But I do know that I am going to be putting out content. Thank you all for tuning in. Don't forget again to comment, like, subscribe, and turn the notification bell on so that you'll know when I'm posting a video. This is Trey, and I'm out.